Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Tyga. As Mike and I continue our hardcore scout journey, we're working our way through Russia and Alaska and Michigan and all these other places. Micah, have you been able to join yet or no?
It's searching for session, it says.
Okay.
It looks like I'm going to be logging in any second.
Okay. There he is. There's the man himself. So we are continuing our scout journey. What scout did you bring today, Mr. Micah?
Oh, just a loaf. That's all I got.
The loofah? All right. Why don't you go? I'm going to go up to the right. Can you see where I'm at? Like, look on the map. I'm going to turn right here and go after the post to my right. If you want to get to the one straight ahead of me.
Let's see. Where's my loaf?
Where's the loaf? Where's the loaf? Where's the loaf? Uh-oh, did you lose the loaf?
I think I did.
Micah, you're not allowed to lose the loaf.
Oh, there it is.
You're like, oh, never mind.
I found it. He was hiding in the little corner.
Hiding in the corner. So
Where
far,
did you say you wanted me to go?
Oh, look, my stream's going down. Oh, imagine that. I'm going straight ahead. I want you to go to my left. See where I'm going after the one that I'm pointed towards. I want you to go after the other one. This is excellent, though, so we'll see how it goes. You know.
So your stream's already going down, huh?
The good news is, hey, Ooferator. Yeah, it's already up and down. Now it's holding. I checked it beforehand, but anyway. So where I'm at, guys, I have replaced my router with a gigabit router. I've replaced my hub with a gigabit hub. I've put in Cat 6E throughout my entire, the main portions of my network. And I am getting 500 down to my computer. I'll only ever get 20 up. You are Cypher. You are here. And so I'm not expecting miracles on that end. But I expect, hey, what's up, Big Hunts? I expect that I will be getting 20 up all the time. And I know that's not going to happen because last night I was testing it. Hey, what's up, Hughes? And my internet dropped down to 5 up and 4 up and 3 up over an hour period. It would not go above 5. So I know there's something wrong with my cable. I've replaced every single thing within my network. It's all new. It's all up to snuff and capable of doing speeds even faster than the speeds that we're getting when it's working right. Hey, Cameo, what's up, Trusty Vibe? What's up, Sensei?
Now, your download speeds are not changing at all, right?
What are you talking about?
You're down.
My download speed when I first started messing around with everything was averaging 300.
So you did improve that with your changing your stuff.
Yes. Okay. When I was plugging my laptop in, hey, what's up, Red Alpha? Hey, don't forget, guys, by the way, if you have a Twitch Prime subscription, now's the time to resub up. So I was getting, with my laptop plugged directly into the modem, I was getting 550 to 600 down, and I was getting 20 up. And that's the best that they can do. They don't go any faster than 20. That's all they offer. They used to offer 30 up, but they've dropped it to 20 for whatever reason. And so that's what I have. So when things are going well, that's what it is. But last night, with the laptop plugged directly into the modem, nothing else plugged in, I was getting 600 down, which is what I'm supposed to be getting, and I was getting 5 up.
600 down.
And then it was going 4 up. And then it was going 20 up, and then it was going 15 up, and then it was back down to 4 up. And that's the reason why I'm having trouble streaming. Because I cannot get, during this time of the evening, I cannot get a consistent upload speed. It drops below what the minimum is even for Twitch. The minimum that I have to have is about 7, because that gives me 5 for Twitch and 2 for all other communications like Discord, that kind of stuff. I need to have that going up. And I'm not getting it. And so this has been a very frustrating experience because There's nothing I can do about it. Now, I checked again before I went to bed at about 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was back up to 20. So it's something that one of my neighbors is doing. There you go, Red Alpha. At least I'm not alone. There's an engine for something. So anyway, hey, what's up, Patchwork? So yeah, so that's been kind of frustrating. There's nothing I can really do about it because what am I going to do? They can give me a new modem, but if there's a problem with the line, there's a problem with the line. Or if it's an issue with one of my neighbors using up too much bandwidth, I can't control what they do. So I'm kind of skunked. So for right now, I'm just waiting for fiber. I spoke to somebody at Medina Fiber. They are currently working on our neighborhood. They're not sure when we're going to have it. It could be any time from this coming month to January of next year. So they're going to give me a better estimate on Monday because I contacted them again and was like, hey, just wanted to get like a real good estimate, and the guy's like, hang on, I'll get back to you on Monday when I have my books. So hopefully we will get we're in Taymyr, by the way, Cameo, or Taymyr, or however you pronounce it. It's Taymyr. It's not Tamar, or Taymyr. Right. Yeah, I'm not going to get in a fight with the local ISP, but I've been very happy with them until these last couple months, and then it's been really, it's definitely a bandwidth issue, and it's on their side.
I was wondering if it was some sort of like animal chewing on the wires, but then that would affect your download as well.
It would keep the upload. It would be all the time. The thing is, during the daytime, I don't have any problems. Mm-hmm. It's after people get home from work and start doing their evening whatever they do that I'm starting to have issues. So like from 8 o'clock at night until midnight or 1, I'm having that issue pretty much every night.
But you got to remember, I don't think people have cable as much as they used to anymore.
Yeah.
It's all about
it's all streaming. Yeah,
right.
But that's down. So that shouldn't affect up.
Right.
It shouldn't affect up. Unless I have a bunch of streamers in my neighborhood, right?
Well,
streaming.
What affects up?
Streaming or communications, video uploads. So if somebody's streaming, pretty much is the big one. I'm actually the hoggy neighbor.
Right, so it's basically what? Video?
Yeah.
Video up is what...
But to be honest with you, we should each be able to do 20. 20 is not very much. All of our neighbors should be able to peg 20 and not have an issue.
Right.
So it's weird that we're having issues. But anyway, it doesn't matter. At this point, I'm just fed up with the whole thing. If it happens again, I'm going to actually call Armstrong when it's happening and like hook my laptop up and be ready to be on the phone with them and say, hey, here I am. And guess what? Your direct connection is only getting 5. This needs to get fixed. I don't care what you have to do, but you need to get it fixed or I'm moving to a different company. Because I can't, this is killing my business.
Armstrong's doing the fiber, or is that a different company?
No, Armstrong's the cable. Micah, do you want to grab that upgrade or do you want me to go grab it? I can grab it because I'm not.
Which one?
There's one to your right. Do you see it? But it's not really on your way. I'll get it. It can be on my way. I was going to say, but see, there's nobody in my neighborhood that would stream. They're all like, one guy's a carpenter. He's always in his garage working on woodwork. My other neighbor's a school teacher, and he's always, he's got like 7 kids, and so he's not doing it. I mean, he doesn't do anything with technology really.
The kids might be watching stuff.
They could be watching stuff, but are they streaming? And I don't think he would. They're really, really strict. They're like one of those families where the kids all have to wear, the girls all wear those funky like homeschooler skirts. So they're not.
Oh, so they have standards.
Yes, they're I don't mean it like that. I mean they're like Amish, but yeah.
Well, what are they doing with technology then?
I know. Well, that's what I'm saying. So they're not really allowed. I don't think they'd be doing that kind of stuff. But somebody somewhere has got to hang on our internet. So they're hanging on the internet.
I give it to the Amish for trying to stay to the old ways, but it's funny because you'll see. We'll run into like Amish at Bob Evans, and they got like cell phones and stuff, and they're like, "Well, it's for work."
Are you sure they're not Mennonite?
What's the difference? No kidding.
Mennonites are allowed to use electricity and technology. Amish are not. I'd be surprised if they weren't.
Well, they got like blue shirts with the black vests. And
they dress the same. Mennonites dress the same as Amish.
Oh, okay.
But they don't. They're allowed to have cars. They're allowed to use phones. They're allowed to use modern technology. They follow the let's not try to be flashy. Because I think that's the main rule, and one of the reasons why the Amish don't do. They're trying to not be flashy because they feel like it's showing off, like having those things.
Oh.
Which I don't know. I'm gonna go back. And like I said, and Patrick, I don't even know if they have the same internet, they may not know. The only reason I notice is because I'm streaming. This internet issue is a weird one because it's not something that you would see on the outset. For most people, I'm still getting great download. My wife and I can sit here all night and watch videos and never have a problem. It's when we start to stream that we have issues because we're using the upload. Watching videos, watching TV, streaming, that doesn't really affect your internet too much. It's the uploading that we have the issue. And that's where Armstrong has gotten really weak. Even just from a cable internet standpoint, 20 up, that's like DSL numbers. I mean, it's not as bad as DSL, but that's bad. 20 up is really lame. Like most internet providers are at least 50 up. But it's bizarre.
You know, I think you're right. I think it is them because if you think about it, if most of your customer base is downloading down,
right? Who cares about the
why? Who cares about us?
Right, which is why most people don't need fiber because they're like, well, I want fiber because it sounds great. Unless you're uploading a bunch of stuff, you don't really need fiber. But in my case, I put up probably more than I put down. Yeah, 10. There you go. That's right. DSL. Right. That's, I'm being harsh. I'll tell you what, though, 700 down's pretty cool.
I was going to say, I couldn't imagine what you're doing.
Yeah, awesome. The down speed is great. Downloading stuff on my computer goes really quick, but even at 300 down, it was fast. I don't know if I can tell much of a difference between 300 and 500, but anyway. But I guess on a good note, like I said to my wife today, I said, well, we spent some money on this. It cost $120, I think, for the new router. And then the cable was, I want to say like $50 total. So between the cable and the new router, we spent about $140, $150. But I said, you know what? When we finally do get fiber, we'll be ready for it. Now we've got a gigabit backbone in the house. And, everything within the house is running fast. It's just, getting the other stuff going. That'll be interesting. One of my drivers lost control of his truck and got it stuck in the swamp. Please get it out and deliver it to the garage while I take care of this incompetence-induced migraine. I did. Speaking of a migraine, man, I got a headache. So there's this truck here. I don't think we get it, though. Yeah, I shouldn't complain. I mean, yeah, I know. T-Mobile's our local 5G. Like, they want you to get on their 5G provider. Like, hey, we got 5G. I'm like, that's terrible. I wouldn't want 5G for my internet. It would be great if it was just for, like, regular internet stuff, but that's fine, Cameo. We'll be here. So once again, guys, sorry about the last couple days. Yes, Wednesday, we tried to stream. I got frustrated and gave up because it kept crashing. And then Moni was doing her Minecraft stream, which went fine. But she started later. And then Thursday, we didn't stream because it took us until probably, I want to say we finally finished up maybe around 11:30 at night after setting up all the internet. So I got my router about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, realized that I needed faster cables after doing testing, and then called my son. So Ryan came over, and we did a bunch of work. Anyway, it was there was a bit of work that had to happen to get the network back up and working. By the time it was all done and I'd taken Ryan home, it was probably about 11:30, 12. So that's why I didn't stream yesterday. But I can't believe they keep coming out. You're like, please leave us alone. We are not interested. Go away. I got an upgrade, Mike, race suspension kit, and the Con Loaf is on the list, unless you already have it.
I think I already got that one.
Okay. Well,
Because
now
when I went and got the loaf, I went and got a couple of the upgrades. They're specifically for the loaf.
all right. I'm going to go for the other tower now that you're working on that. Yeah, it's illegal here in Medina to go door to door soliciting unless but you have to put a sign on your door. If you don't have the sign, then they can knock. But most of the towns in our area have done that, and so we really don't get people doing that anymore. It's pretty rare that we have someone come and knock. Some people do leave door hangers, though. Let's see. Trying to see the best way to get to that. I'm going to go to the left. Do I need gas? I think we're okay. What do you guys think? Should I get gas? There's gas over there. There's gas over here. I'm going to get gas. I can't pick up my mind. I'm going to get it.
Always get gas if you have the opportunity.
Yeah.
Just always get it.
It's not super close, but it's not like super out of the way either. I'm all out of fun, exciting beverages to drink.
Oh, no.
My pop ran out. I've got tea, but that's boring. What's up, Jay Wall? Yeah, we get door hangers pretty frequently. I broke my Jeep.
I found a loaf that was sunk in the water, so I had to get him out.
Did you rescue it already?
Yeah, I pulled him out of the. I'm gonna leave him by the point, but I got him out of the water. I just can't leave another loaf buddy like that.
Loaf buddy. Hey, loaf buddy.
I know. He's my little. He's all white and blue. You know?
Same colors?
No, mine's orange and white. He's blue and white.
$6 for a 12-pack? $2 a can? That's crazy.
Can of what?
Mountain Dew?
Whoa. $2 a can?
Did you go to like a convenience store or something like that?
It's not very convenient.
Oh, convenient but pricey. That's how they do it. We have a convenience store that we use. Like milk is like $3 in the grocery store, and then it's $4 at the drive-through. So we just go to the drive-through because I'm like, you know what? It's $1 more, and I don't have to get out of the car. I just drive through. So, I mean, it's sort of working, dues in time. It's sort of working. It's been doing okay for a bit. Yeah, it's crazy. All right, $6 for a 12-pack is, I'm sorry, it's 50 cents a pop. Still, it's crazy. Yeah, I bet. Yeah. I put gas in my car. I'm like, should I fill it up? And I'm looking at the prices, and I'm like, I need to go the other way. I was like, nah. I just put like $20 in.
Oh, I went the wrong way.
I know. This is a hard map. Not happy with Meyer? What? Oh, for crying out loud. Tell you what, this thing just like... What are we talking about? I just touched my butt, and now the spring is broken. What? Oh, God, my suspension just broke, Micah.
How fast are you going?
I was going like 10 miles an hour. I don't even know what I hit. I was in the dirt.
I think I have to go this way.
Oh, I don't know it, Dues and Time. You'll have to ask Moni when she's on. We'll get you back up and working on it. I don't know it offhand. And I can't cut the stream just to get the IP address. Let me all right, I guess frig. Yeah, I totally ran over a tire popper. I don't know what that was all about. I'm gonna have to repair that though. Crap. Do you have any repair points, Micah?
Yeah, I have tons. Is that you're like, Micah, can you come save me?
Yeah.
Are you not drivable? Like you can't drive?
Wait, I don't think you're gonna get the tower from the way you're headed.
I went the wrong way again. I'm so bad at directions.
Oh.
I'm trying to think where you at. Oh, you're back at the garage.
Hey, Sander Bob, how's it going? I don't know. That's a good question. I think that you can use mods in hardcore mode. You have to purchase them, of course. But I'm pretty sure, because you can use the DLCs and stuff, so it would make sense that you can use mods, too.
Do you want me to come back?
I mean...
It's okay if you do. It's going to take you
No, because... No. I'm just trying to see if there's...
How are you going to repair it?
Well, I'll have to find a repair wagon. I know there's one on here somewhere. That's my broken Jeep.
Where is this road? Okay, there it is.
There's the little guy. Is it the sawmill that has... I'm looking for anybody that has repair. Ooh, that sucks, Siphon. He bulkheaded his controller. Let's see. That's not repair. Oh, Lordy.
Oh, still straight ahead.
There's Micah. I swore to God there was a repair point on this map. Or a repair trailer. But I'm not seeing it. But it could be hidden still.
I think it's to the west and south.
Like where you are?
No, I think more west of me. I'm gonna hit this this tower and it should reveal some
Thanks,
of the
TR
maps.
Summers. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till Micah finishes his little section here and we'll see what we got. Hopefully we'll find a trailer there. In the meantime, I actually have to use the restroom. Would you guys be okay if I go? I'll be right back. Yeah, see, there should be one by the factory. That's what I thought, too. Which factory, though? That's not this one, huh?
Almost there.
Do it, Micah, do
I
it.
just tipped over.
What?
I'm just kidding.
There it is. Service trailer. That's what I'm looking for. Looks like it's part of a mission, though, maybe?
You're gonna have to have the one vehicle to access it.
Which one vehicle? The Tyga?
The Tyga, yeah.
Yeah.
But we found it.
All right, so I'm going to be shooting up the main road, coming over to the factory. Oh, can you get that upgrade, Mr. Micah?
Trying to see it.
Get it.
Yeah, that one upgrade? Yeah, I can go get that one.
You demand.
I'm gonna put waypoints this time.
All right, just making sure we're going the right way, and off we go. But in the meantime, I have to wee, so I'll be right back. I shall return momentarily, folks. I apologize. All right.
Is the chat working for you? Because it's not working for me. It doesn't look like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, truck start. There we go. The Super Tyga. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. What's up, Sander Bob? Thanks for the follow. How did you break your controller, Cyphrin? I just saw that. Chat test for Micah. Test. Are you seeing the chat test, Micah?
Oh, yep. There we go. Thank you, Big Hans. I'm seeing it now.
I mean, we're doing it in a really weird way, Dues and Time, and we're scouting out the entire world. Most people would not do that. Basically, you have a set of, well, if you buy the whole game and all of the DLC, I'm going to say right now 8 or 9 regions. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 regions. Does that sound right, Micah?
Yeah, I think so.
Each region is broken up into a series of maps, sometimes 2, sometimes 3, sometimes 4. Each region has an overarching mission that you need to accomplish. Like, for example, Yukon, it's get the mine up and running, the gold mine back up and running. For Lake COVID, it's find the missing World War II bomber. For let's say
Michigan, to get the drill site running again, right?
Yeah, for Michigan, it's get the oil company back up and running. Then each map also has a ton of little side missions. Fix this bridge. Fix that. Fix that electric tower. All right, that's cool. That's cool, Patrick. Then also things like, this farm needs some groceries delivered, and so forth. And so you use the trucks that are at your disposal to get those missions done. Now, in hardcore mode, things, in the regular mode of the game, you get a bunch of free trucks if you've purchased DLC. If you don't, you still get a couple free trucks. You get unlimited gas, though you still run out of gas on the trucks, but you can get gas from anywhere and it's free. And damage, too. Like if you damage your truck, it's free to repair it. There is no charges for repairing your truck or anything like that. In the hardcore mode, you have to pay for gas, you have to pay for repairs, you have to pay to transport your trucks, you have to pay for everything. So hardcore mode is that's what we're playing right now, and it's a lot more difficult. But the end goal of the game is to, complete these missions and scout out the areas and get the game 100%ed. You don't, it's about driving off-road and having fun doing so. Testing different things out and, having different trucks that have different abilities. So hopefully that makes sense for you. Ooh, raised for this truck is available for purchase. Good job, Micah. I'm going to pop that on there when we get back. Uh-oh. Now I have just the bone stock tires for this truck right now, and I'm not going to pay for big ones yet.
Yeah, not until we get the race suspension.
But to give you an example of the depth of this game, I have been playing this game for almost 2 years, and I still haven't been to probably over half the regions. It is just a huge game. Yeah, it's actually pronounced Coved. It's Kovd. And it came out right when COVID started. I think they did that on purpose, but I don't know. But I pronounce it Lake COVID just spitefully. It's not really Lake. It's Lake Coved. Uh-oh, I am stuck. Let me back out here, see if I can get any backwards. Once again, we have street tires on, so this mud is going to like really severely hamper our progress. Yes, they have. You basically have equal limitations, and they have to buy stuff. Now, a lot of times, what I do is Mike is using his own Scout, but when we go to use the company trucks, he'll be using my trucks. So that way he doesn't have to pay for repairs or anything. I'll pay for the repairs, I'll pay for the fuel, and all that good stuff. Yes, very true, Sander Bob. Like Sander Bob said, 2 dues in time. Big deal is about the physics. This game is designed around off-road physics. Mud, certain tires reacting different ways with, surfaces and stuff like that. Spin tires, was the first one, and then we had Mud Runner. And those games didn't have the story that this game has, but they had the physics. Now we have the story to go along with it, too. Yes, thankfully they give you a winch. I would suggest playing on regular mode first, Sander, or dues in time, and doing the tutorial. Don't skip the tutorial, because they'll teach you what buttons to press to get it unstuck, and sometimes you got to back up, sometimes you got to winch. It's just, especially like here, I'm probably going to have to winch because I'm in a pretty bad section. So I'm going to have to pull the truck up and out. So in this case, the truck is, you don't see me doing any activations like Sander Bob's talking about, because this truck is full-time all-wheel drive, full-time diff lock. So there's nothing that needs to be activated on this truck because it's always on. Wiggle, winch, back up, jiggle. That's right. That's the pattern. Can you believe it, folks? It is snowing here again. I heard somebody tell me a couple days ago, they're like, oh, yeah, it's snowing in Utah. And I'm like, oh, no, that's heading our way. Sure enough, 3 days later and enough time for it to travel across the Midwest, we are now getting our share of the snow.
Going to this section.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the best trucks in the game, for sure.
No, I got the best truck in the game.
The loaf?
Yeah, no.
Though this truck, you don't have a choice, Red Alpha. It's all-time diff lock, so.
Those are actually the best ones to get.
Because you don't have to deal with it?
Well, yeah, you don't have to worry about your diffs getting overheated and breaking your
Especially if you screw up.
Yeah. But
was that you, Big
cost,
Hans?
though, is it doesn't increase your fuel consumption.
Right.
So, there's good and bad, but mostly a good thing.
I wonder if it wears out the truck unnecessarily, if that's something that's like an issue.
I don't think so, because if they're always on, they're designed to be always on.
Yeah. Chicago-style pizza. Sweet.
Ooh, yummy, yum, yum.
Who did you get it from, Red Alpha? Yeah, so my wife and I had that Domino's debate the other night. We got Domino's because they were the only place aside from Papa John's that was open, and I can't decide which one I like least. But I don't like either Papa John's or Domino's. I got Domino's.
You get Domino's thin crust, though?
I haven't tried their thin crust. I'll have to try it.
I love their thin crust.
What's up, Tay? I did not like it. It was, to me, it's like, I mean, I'll tell you what, the crust has gotten better better than it used to be. But it tastes like, I don't know, it's weird. It tastes like the tomato sauce tastes like ketchup. The bread is kind of cardboardy. To me, it's like the most generic, like, this is the kind of pizza you get served when you're in high school and you get the cafeteria pizza. And my wife loved it. She's like, this is the best pizza I've had since I've been here. And I'm like, what?
She's from England, so.
I'm like, are you kidding? And then I realized, you know why? It's because they only get crappy pizza in England.
Right.
So to England, because I remember that's what her pizza tastes like when we get it from the local shop. It tastes like Domino's. And I was like, oh, man, that's why she likes it?
I mean, to be totally fair, though, England's not really known for culinary,
Yeah, they're
dishes,
yeah, their big claim to fame is like fish and chips and toad in the hole. it's
yeah,
like
I mean, it's not a detriment to them. It's just that's
figgy
the
pudding.
way their culture was always been.
Yeah, most of their exciting food. That's right, party time. You came into a food topic. Most of their food comes from other places because they're on an island. So that's because it is cafeteria pizza, right? Oh, did you crash, Micah?
Yeah, I was going down a hill, and the front of my loaf is heavy, and I just did a handstand or a headstand, and then I flipped over. But it's okay. It's the loaf. I fell back over again, and I'm
Mancinos. That sounds good. Yeah,
Mancinos. Who said that?
Tea and crumpets. That's what.
Crumpets.
Well, Red Alpha, because he's in Michigan, so I'd imagine you. Do you have Mancinos?
We got a Mancinos. I love that place.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, he said it's a local chain. Yep.
Yeah, we got a
See, now I don't.
here.
Oh. I haven't had Pizza Hut in years. I just remember the last time I had it, it was so greasy, and I'm like, man, I can't do this.
We got a Pizza Hut here, and I just can't stand the smell of it anymore. It's weird.
I used to love it as a kid.
Me too.
I'd have to try it again. I haven't had pizza. It's probably been 20 years since I've had Pizza Hut.
I don't think it tastes like it used to.
I also like, somebody was saying Little Caesars. I actually like Little Caesars, too. They're terrible. It's like the worst pizza ever, but I actually like it. That's funny, Tay. And it's cheap. And you can get it. You can walk in and pick it up. It's always ready. Major pizza chains ranked worst. I love Hungry Howie's. Yeah, Hungry Howie's. I've always liked Hungry Howie's. Where's this dang trailer? It's on the other side, of course. What happened, Mr. Micah?
Nothing.
Did you get disconnected?
No.
Oh, I thought I saw it said you moved from the garage.
No. I picked up an upgrade. All right. So, can you get that? Oh, you're in that truck. Okay.
See, that's so funny, Sandy Boblo. See, that's why, because you're from England. Yeah, Domino's is terrible.
I used to love Domino's in college.
I just... Oh, that sucks, Red Alpha. Yeah, I would get Domino's again. I'll tell you what. You know what was funny? I liked everything around it. Like I liked the. Do you see all the upgrades, Micah? Can you grab those while I'm servicing this truck? Because this will take me like a week to get over there.
Oh yeah, I just have to do everything.
CP. I liked all the. I liked the. We got the cheesy bread. That was really, really good. And we got the. Hey, can someone cap that, please? Taylor or Red Alpha. And then I got that. We got the chocolate, like the little lava cakes, like with the hot chocolate inside of them. Oh, so everything. I liked everything from Domino's, but the pizza. Like
Brian, what's your favorite toppings on a pizza?
Pepperoni and sausage, or just pepperoni.
Okay, try to get one with pepperoni and sausage on a thin crust. Unless you're like a crust guy and you just love crust. So.
I'm not a huge crust guy. I'll try it with a thin crust. It's the flavor of the sauce and stuff. Like it just tastes like ketchup. I'm like, this is like this is like the low. And plus, I guess they don't use mozzarella cheese. I guess from what I was reading online, because I was looking it up. I'm like, why don't I like Domino's? Like, and they're like, they actually use, I guess, provolone, which is kind of like different.
That's nasty.
Yeah, it's like a different. It's not a good flavor for pizza.
It's like skim milk.
So.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's just that's why they're saying like a lot of people don't like it. I see dudes. Yep. I love Dunkin'. Now Dunkin', let's talk about that. They can be a good deal. My wife and I go for lunch sometimes. We'll get 2 coffees, large coffees, 2 sandwiches, and 3. I get a donut and she gets 2 donuts, and we get that for it's usually like $15. And in this day and age, that's actually a really good deal. Boing. Yeah, I also did wake up last night like, bleh, and I had to take some Tums from the Domino's. Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree with you, Taylor. I think the sauce from Little Caesars is actually good. That's one of the reasons why I can handle the fact that it's, been sat there for about 6 hours before you eat it. Their sauce is actually good tasting.
I'll have to try them again.
Taco Bell. Taco Bell's not cheap anymore. Taco Bell's like, and we talked about that the other night. I think Taco Bell, like, gosh, every time I go, I used to go to get food for my whole family for like $20. Now it's like it's the same price as anywhere else, if not more. Ooh, hand tossed fire cooked pizza. That would be really good. What's up, Louis?
Hand tossed fire cooked pizza.
That would be delicious. Yeah, they don't put so much sauce, yeah. Taco Bell late at night is a disaster, right? It's the only place open, and so there's always like 400 people in line.
And they're all like, got the munchies.
We'll just leave it at that. Give me some tacos, dude. I need tacos now. Excuse me, dude. Sorry about the coughing. So I think we did, I got sick last week for just like a day and was feeling better, got a sore throat for a day or two. And ever since then, though, I've got this stupid cough. My wife's got it too. Like, we both got it. Yes, now that's a good deal still, Tay. That box is their best deal, but I always have to add a couple tacos because I'm like, I need more.
I don't like boxes so much because I always get stuff I don't want.
Yeah, their boxes are pretty good. I don't like sour cream, but that's just because I'm a fussy eater. But I'll push through it because I want.
I'll push through it, yeah.
Because I like the other stuff that's in it, so I can take it or leave it. But if there's a lot of sour cream, I'll just start squeezing it out and leaving it in the bag. I'll stick. There you go. Now it's better. How's it going, Luca? Doing well, thank you. Let's see. We need.
Arthur, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Will you jump in my loaf and fill my truck up? I can't buy gas.
That sounds like a personal issue.
It's very personal.
Yes, I can. And I should be filling it up anyway for you because it's, my business. All right, you're all filled there, buddy.
Thank you.
Let's see. You wish Snowrunner had a dedicated server, so we just share progress, like if you unlock something you haven't already.
Holy moly, you did wreck your suspension.
I know.
It looks like a stinking lowrider,
I
man.
know. It popped. I don't know what I did, but it was like boink, and I'm like, what?
Okay.
That's
do you
right,
want me
dude.
to get any of these missions down here, or should I just go and get that last upgrade and we move on?
You can. Go ahead.
Oh, no. We have to do a couple of missions before we can move on.
I was going to say, I don't think we can move on until we do a couple missions.
Let me try to remember which ones those are.
Ooh, I do love the nacho fries. I agree, Sander Bob. Wish we had some kind of system to... By the way, guys, just a reminder, if your Twitch Prime subscription has run out, please be sure to throw it my way. Or if you are new to the channel and you have a Twitch Prime subscription that you are not using, It's free to you, and it gives us $5 a month, which will help me to continue to pay for my cable bill. I appreciate that, guys. Keeps us in business. Oh, I'm sorry, Dweeb. Or Dweb. D-Web. I feel for you. It's a terrible game. You feel sick? All those farm sim alternatives, they don't ever get it as good as farm sim got it. You always end up going, that doesn't work, and then you end up getting frustrated and quitting. That's at least what happens to me when I try those. So, cherry pineapple slushy, that sounds good. We're gonna get stuck. Come on, go. Go. Oh. I'm trying to remember which one. There's pure farming, real farming. Gosh, there's so many farming games that are like this farming, that farming. I think pure was the better of the group of wannabes. Like it was if it's the one with Gomselmash as the harvester company, then that it's got some all right stuff going on. D-Web, okay. I'm like, is he calling himself Dweeb? I don't think so, because there'd be another E. Pure crap farming, yeah. Pure farming, if it has the Gomselmash, it's not terrible, but you'll just find yourself wanting to go back to Farm Sim. Farm Sim 22 has all the same stuff in it, and it's just done way better. Yeah, there's so many bad farming. Yeah, we tried them. We gave them a good run for their money. I really tried a lot of pure farming. It seemed like it was going to be a good game, but it just kind of missed so many different things. Farm Manager, yeah.
This is the one game. The cloth, they were going to have cloth tractors. Remember, Arthur? They were going to have...
cattle and crops.
Oh yeah, what happened to that? Did that ever come out?
I think they've kind of dropped it. I don't think there's anything more going on. I mean, I don't know. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. No, I'd be glad of no math homework. I'm terrible at math.
That was too.
Oh, come on. Oh boy. There we go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Cattle and Crops is dead, which sucks because it was a good game. But here's the problem: any of those games, it takes them so long to develop them that they miss the boat. So it's like even though Farm Sim took 3 years to get a new version out, and yeah, it's not like I disagree with people who say there's no big changes. There's a lot of big changes, but
oh my gosh, yeah.
Like I can't even go back and play 19. 19 feels like an arcade game. But the difference is, it's just they did all that in 3 years, and some of these other companies like the Cattle and Crops, it's like they're just barely getting stuff together, and it's taken them 7 years to do it. And that's my only problem with any of these like independently funded games. They never seem to get stuff done when they need to get it done. It takes too long. Oh, I see, D-Web. It's fun to try it, though, but... I don't think I'm going to get out. I mean, we are really slowly moving. What, Micah?
You're stuck?
Yeah.
All right, I'll become that way. It's going to take me a little bit, but I'll get there. Unless I get stuck.
Yeah, I know. The trailers have winches. It's kind of weird. Cal and Crop showed why FS doesn't have ground deformation. Yeah. Well, I don't know that they ever even got it working, did they? I kind of... The last time I played it, it still didn't have ground deformation. It's the same as Farm Sim. It was using... what do you call it? Like artwork to make it look 3D, but it wasn't actually 3D deformation. Yeah, I'm trying to get the trailer to push me forward, but instead the trailer's just going to flip me over.
Oh, I'm missing the road. Okay.
When the rescue truck needs rescuing,
All the low.
call Loof. See, the problem is I have to go that way, but I'm only going to be able to go this way. So it did work, but it caused lag and crap? Okay. Yeah, you're going to like him. Farm Manager is great. I love Farmer's Dynasty, too. It's been a while since I played it. So one of my viewers actually today yelled at me for not doing. He's like, what the heck? Why did you quit doing Farmer's Dynasty? I'm like, dude, you're like, I was like, man, I haven't done a Farmer's Dynasty episode for like 7 months. Where have you been? And hopefully he'll laugh. He's one of my longtime viewers. But I just thought it was funny. He's like, well, you haven't been doing Farmer. Like, yeah, dude, it's been like, I think the last one I did was like in August, maybe. Maybe even earlier from that. It was sometime a long time ago. That's true, Sander. That can work. I'm just... I just need to get over to that road. We're almost there. How about winch to the thing that's not going to break, you dummy? You're going to enjoy it. Once you in Farmer's Dynasty, once you get past the first year and you can get your like a second set of greenhouses built, that's going to really make a big difference. The greenhouses are where you make all your money. So save your veggies every year until the festival, and then you'll make up $300,000 or $400,000 each year on veggie sales.
Through?
What's the matter?
Are you okay?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, I think I would say yes, but I have another section to go through, and I'm starting to run a little bit low on gas. We'll see. This trailer's not helping. I was able to drive through before, but with the weight on the back, it's making it a little bit difficult.
Oh, we might have to upgrade those tires sooner than we think.
Do we have upgrade tires available?
I'm just saying, like a different kind.
Yeah, like all-terrain.
Yeah,
I think level-wise, we should have the second or third level of tires.
It just depends where we're at with it, because no, I would have went the other way, but good luck.
Great. Wait, what other way?
There was a way to go towards like a factory. There's just trees where you can pull yourself through. When you go out that way, there's a couple of spots there where there's nothing to pull.
Okay, well, maybe I could try that. Yes, this is a Tyga. I'm not sure what the real-life equivalent is called. Since they didn't get the licenses for a lot of these trucks, they're making names up, like Step. Like the Tyga, but what is the Tyga for real? Is it a Kraz? Is it a Maz? We don't have the real name of it because they've not gotten the licensing for it, so they're calling it Tyga, but that's not the real name.
Wait, should we even be playing this game? Considering this is like a Russian game, ain't it?
Don't support the Russians.
Should we be boycotting this game too?
No. You know,
I'm just joking, by the way.
a lot of the games we play are Russian.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah. All the World of Tanks and World of Warships.
Mm-hmm.
Bummer. Tyga. The Russian trucks are the best. All right, let's see which way are we going. There we go. Cause Russia. Oh yeah, you're right. This was way easier. Thank you,
Well,
Mr. Micah.
you got trees to pull on.
Right.
The other way, you wouldn't have nothing to pull on.
Well, the roads are in pretty good condition here too, except for this part right there.
Let me see where I'm at. Okay. If I keep going. Yeah, let's go this way.
Okay, this part's not so thank you. Oh, and I got to go the other way, too. They want me to go to the right. What? Oh, no. Okay, so I might have to go back and go around the other way. That's not good.
No, I meant go along the front of it and then go back out to the road.
Yeah, that's what I should have done. I went the other way, and it turned into a disaster.
Evie's mom is going to get me in a couple of minutes, so you don't have to drop me off.
Oh, okay. All right, Evs.
But didn't you say that you got some money out, or did
Yeah, it's in my wallet.
Okay.
It's probably in the car.
Thank you.
That's right. I agree, Colt. Though I've never left it that long. It does pretty well on my YouTube channel, so the fuel tank frame, yeah, having the extra weight would have helped. However, we're in hardcore mode, Sander, so I can't really afford it. That's the problem. Like, I should have at least, or just gotten better tires. That was my problem for not getting. The tires would not have been that expensive. Well, what are they, $4,000 or $5,000 on this truck?
Well, I didn't realize that we were going to be locked in here, and I thought, well, let's just try to get the next map and get the Tyga's upgraded suspension. That way we can get the big tires once. But
Oh, I see what you're saying. Instead of doing like all terrains and then big tires.
yeah, but we're going to have to get better tires because that's the only truck we're going to be able to do some of these missions with.
All right, so let's try this again. I'm still on the side of mud. Well, so far our stream has been doing well, so that's good. I guess my neighbor isn't hogging the internet, whichever neighbor it is. Yeah, so this truck is always all-wheel drive and always locked. And it carries 330 gallons of fuel, which we're burning through like there's no tomorrow.
It is a gas hog.
It is a gas hog. Let's go to turn left. So we're still going to hit some of this bog, but not, hopefully we'll get past most of it. Nope, that's 50% too, yeah. Yep, Sander. Yeah, there's no full price selling. I wish there was. So, or leaders, yeah. Bye. Have fun. See you tomorrow. When will I see you next? All right. Bye, hun. I hate to say this. I think this might have off-road tires, Micah. No, they're not. Yes, and I know, and it's diesel, not gas. I know. Unless this is a gas truck, but I highly doubt that. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, shit. Almost. I wonder if that's what I hit in the dark and cream crackered my suspension.
Did you say crackered your suspension?
Cream crackered, yeah. Never heard that before?
No, is that like a derogatory thing against white people?
No, it's an English.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't sure.
It's an English thing. It just means you're like tired or worn out.
Oh, really?
Like if you're cream crackered, yeah. All right, let's repair our little Jeep Wrangler. Oh, the Jeep looks happy. It was like, wee! You jumped up. Okay, so what do you think we should do, Mr. Micah?
Well, we have to do two. We have to do to get out of here to unlock. We need to let's see. The Tyga oil. We need to do the geological exploration. We have to do that one because we have to get beyond the horizon. We have to do that mission beyond the horizon to unlock.
So there's just one mission we have to do?
Two.
So
Geological exploration is you put that sound device on the back of the Tyga. And
Okay.
then there's 3 spots on the map you have to go to scan.
Okay, so let's go do that. I'm going to bring the Tyga back to the shop then, and we're going to disconnect this trailer.
I would leave your Jeep there.
Yeah, I'm just going to leave the
because we
Jeep.
need it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll leave the Jeep in the repair unit there. So we'll upgrade this truck a little.
Now, there's a scout fuel trailer. Do you want me to go try and... Well, no, I'll leave it there.
There's
And we'll
no,
pick
we
it
don't
up
have to.
when we're done.
I would leave it there just because that's, if we get out there and we're like, oh my gosh, we need fuel, then we'll have it.
Mhm.
So I'm going to have to go.
We'll be going out that way, don't worry. I think what I'll do then is...
Do. Retired. Oh, my chicken's asleep.
I probably can grab that Zix
Well,
while
you
we're
want?
here, too.
Yeah, you want? Yeah. Well, I don't. Does it go back to our parking garage?
I think so.
It says goes to parking. Where's parking? Is that? Let me take a look real quick. And we're supposed to repair it too, aren't we? It goes to parking. Nah, it goes by our garage. It goes by our garage. You can do it. You can do it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull it out of here, though. I mean, you got to admit, this truck is pretty buff, the fact that we can do this.
Yeah, I know it.
Hey, what's up, Bowtie? Yes, Snowrunner is cross-compatible, I believe. I don't really want to attach to the back of it. Let's do this part of it. There we go.
See if I can repair suspension so it's easier to
Okay.
pull
Let me know when you're ready for me to pull.
suspension. Alright, she's off the ground at least. Now, the engine needs work, the gearbox, and the gas tank. Do you want me to... I'll just keep my spare parts.
I mean, are we supposed to do that, or is that just...
I think we have to repair it at some point, but...
Okay. I think it's crossplay with Xbox and... Wow, it is really gummed in there. Dang it.
Alright, let me...
Come on. Seriously? Can you... Well, that's not doing me any good.
Just pull yourself out to the max of your winch, and then just try to keep dragging it out with a winch.
Well, I need to get it turned first because the problem is I'm trying to pull it up a hill and I'm just not getting what I need for that. So let me see if I can't get it turned around. Turn around. Bright eyes. Oh my God. Come on. Urgh. Maybe if I... Hold on, Micah.
No worries.
I've gone one hair too far. Crap.
Oh, I can get you.
Yeah. I need you to pull me just a little bit.
All right. I'll
Oh,
see you later.
yes. Switch play is not crossplay. Sorry. There we go. All right. All right, there we go. Yeah, these are street tires, bow tie. We just rescued this truck, so, well, within the last episode. But we don't have a ton of money because it's hardcore, so I was trying not to spend money on it. But then we found out to go to the next region, I'm going to have to spend some money on this truck anyway because we need it for other stuff, so anyway. It's just pulling me backwards.
Well, you gotta wait till you get kind of stuck in.
I don't think we're going to be able to get it until we have tires, Micah.
Okay.
It's not budging,
Fine.
and it's pulling me backwards, which
The fact that you can even move forward with those tires on is amazing. I mean, look at that.
except for there. Yes, the Switch quality is definitely not as good. When you're playing on a little screen, it's not as dependent, but you could definitely see a difference. Frame rates are also lower. I play it on my Switch, so.
You mind just pulling me back?
You need me to pull you back?
Like, just to the garage? Or do you want
Oh,
me
yeah,
to
yeah,
stay
yeah,
out
yeah,
here,
yeah,
or
yeah.
do
No,
you
I
want
can
me
do
to-
that. We can do that.
I just put it in neutral.
Hey, we'll see you, Luca. Did I already do Mike and Alaska? No and no. I'm sorry, Michigan. Yes, we've done Michigan. But don't forget, we're only scouting right now. We're still going through the big scout run. So it's going to be a while before we actually do those states. So no problem, D-Web. We'll be here for a while longer anyway.
This is where I got stuck with my loaf.
Thank you for the Tier 1 subscription. And thank you for the gift. I appreciate that. Yes, we got the scouting done, but we haven't finished the missions yet. So we're going to go back and do all the missions once we're done. We've done a few of the missions on each map because some things need to be unlocked that way, and we needed the money to transport our trucks around. So. Micah did it with the... Actually, how many runs did you need to get the Tyga fixed up? You just did a little bit of fixing, right?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I did 3 runs.
Okay, so he did 3 runs. There you go. As I was scouting the map, Micah was running it back and forth with the loaf to the Tyga. So...
It was mostly for fuel problems.
Boing. Whoa. I think you have to hop out for me to pull you.
Oh, really? Okay, we'll see what happens. That is hilarious, though.
That's a heavy loaf. Oop. When you hopped out, it canned the... Nope. Hook to the... There we go. I'm bringing your truck back. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, this wasn't a trick. Micah actually did the work to make this thing get out. And it wasn't that hard. It just needed to be fixed a couple times to get it to the point where it would drive to the garage. And then once he did that, we drove it to the garage and repaired it fully. And now we're going to do a couple upgrades to it so we can
It wasn't easy getting it out, but I got it out of the
No,
loaf.
not as hard as the 750.
I went in, I repaired the suspension and the gas tank. And I put fuel in it, and then I ran back and got more parts for...
Yeah, you
I
could.
think I had to repair you too.
Where are we at? We're at the log station, so we still got a ways to go. Yeah,
It's
you
actually in
could.
the episode.
Yeah, you could do it on your hardcore run. Now, I started a new hardcore run today just for poops and giggles off camera where I was doing this mode where you can't see the interface. And then I was driving using my steering wheel and driving from the inside of the cab only. And I'll tell you what, that makes you drive a lot slower. But it was pretty fun. I got stuck in the GMC, but that's because the GMC was bone stock. So... but very hardcore not having the interface and only driving from the cabin. I wish Track IR worked because I kept wanting to look around the cabin and I couldn't. Oh, what just happened there? That was weird. A rock is under my fuel tank jamming the truck up. There we go. Popped it out. Big Boulder. My favorite American truck in the game has to be the Western Star Twin Steer. That truck has come in useful so many times on the Yukon map, and Mike and I have been using it again. We got rid of some of the Russian trucks and went back to using the Twin Steer. It holds more, and it actually climbs just as well, and gets pretty decent gallons, like mileage.
Got a lot of power.
Yep, it's a powerful truck.
Now, I don't know how well we're going to use it on hardcore because you can't put a crane on it. So.
Well, oh, I see what you're saying. The loaf is not liking being towed.
Yeah, he likes to be the boss.
He's bucking.
Yeah, he's just like, okay, enough of this. I want to be loose. Loosen me.
Do you see him bucking?
Yeah, he's one. Yeah.
Yeah, the Twin Steers are really long. Now, I haven't used the Paystar much, so maybe the Paystar will take over because it's 10-wheel drive. But I don't know. I think the other problem is the Paystar has a small gas tank, whereas the Twin Steer has a 320 or 330 gallon tank. So because it's
96 gallon.
Huh?
300 and something liter or 2 something liters, but it's actually
or get liters.
gallons.
Yeah, sorry, not gallons. Got plenty of gas. Plenty of fuel.
You can drop the loaf there.
I'm dropping the loaf off. Let's upgrade our freaking truck.
Okay.
Everybody's trucking for the weekend. Should I repair it? Nope. Dee. There's not really much damage on it. Customize. People. Tuck. Yeah, we have all-terrain tires available. No muds. Why do we have one? So weird. We have one set of all-terrain tires available.
How much are the big tires? Those? Oh, they're all locked, aren't they? Dang.
Yeah, everything's locked except for these. Well, I mean, it'll end up being 2,000 something because. So we can get
but
these.
those are a lot better than what you got. Those all terrains, right?
Oh, much better. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, it's an LO4H, or LO4F, but yeah, it looks like it's saying loaf, but it does. I think they called it loaf on purpose. Hey, Fallen Fury. That's right. It is Snowrunner time. So I think they call it loaf because it does look like a loaf of bread. In real life, I don't know what that truck is called. I don't think it's called the loaf in real life, but maybe lovingly by its owners. So, yeah, the tires aren't bad. Better than what we had on. So, there we go. So, what do you think we're going to need on here, Mr. Micah? Correct. And I don't have the suspension unlocked either, so there's nothing we can really do about it. Some of them are locked because of that. Some of them are just locked, though, because even here, look at it. While I agree with you, this suspension, I could have these, and these are still locked because we haven't reached that level yet. So you can see here, the reason why I can't get this one or this one, but only those, is because I am not rank 9 yet. So this is the suspension ones. These are rank 11. So anyway, it's partly that I don't have the right suspension, but it's also partly that I just don't have that level yet. So you said the seismic vibrator, is that what we're getting?
Yeah. Yep. And it should be free, I think.
Yeah, it's free. All right. It's not called the loaf in real life, right? That's what I thought. All right. Lofa, pick the mission, show me the way. Hang on, what's the mission called?
It's under Tyga Oil. It's the very first one.
Tyga Oil.
Geological exploration, sorry.
Oh, God. Okay, so we need to go... Do they show us where these spots are?
No, well, I know where they're at, but you have to basically follow you want to get the numbers down to 0.
How do I... How do I? So do I do a seismic thing right here?
No, you see the numbers in the top right screen? Each one is a point, and you got to get down to 0, so you just keep driving. So basically...
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So you come out, take a left, stay on the main road, and then when you get to the first road to the right, you take it.
Okay. So
and I'll guide you on the map.
Is this game, Fallen Fury wants to know, is this game better in hardcore mode or normal mode?
I would say it's better in hardcore once you've played it in regular.
Yeah, I would play a bit in regular first to get used to how the game works and the things that you could do, because hardcore mode literally is many do-or-die situations where you screw up and you're done and you got to start over.
There was many times I played the Michigan maps. I'm almost done with the Michigan maps with hardcore. And there's been plenty of moments where it's just like I had to do a mission and it was do or die. It was like because of your cost of fuel. So you have to be really careful with using four-wheel drive all the time.
Right, because you run out of fuel.
Because it's like sometimes you only got one trip to go get a mission to get some money coming in. So, whereas in regular mode, you don't really have to worry about that so much. It's just mostly don't flip your truck and screw up that way. But and that's the other thing in hardcore mode. You can't just recover for free, get your tanks filled for free, get your repairs for free. You break stuff, you have to try to find a way to repair them.
Right.
So
you break it, you buy it.
Yeah. So it's not easy. So there's two vehicles in this map that we can actually use and keep. And you're in the good one, and the other one is the Tuz 166 Scout vehicle. So, and then you're going to want to take a right there. Next road to your right.
To this road to the right? And that's taking us north? Okay.
And then I'll come join you here in a sec. I'll come down.
Come and join me on the dirt road. You've been driving on the pavement too long. Yeah, I would agree. Hardcore's best once you've mastered the game a bit. Doesn't mean you have to do the whole game before you start, but hardcore mode is really merciless. Like you just you got to buy gas. You have to pay for damage repairs. It's a lot more intricate.
Well, the thing is what you want to do is by playing the regular mode, you want to you want to play. I would say do at least 2 Michigan maps, 2 Alaskan maps, and then do some Russian maps because you'll get used to the vehicles that are in those regions,
Right.
and you'll get to see which ones are good, which ones are I don't want that one, and this one's a gas hog, and so that'd be my advice.
And I need it because I need to see, like some people do the hardcore mode and they do like this, like with the interface off. But I tend to forget that the gas is going down, and so I need to see the gas.
Well, if you're in the cab view, you'll see the fuel going down.
True that. Yeah, you can see the fuel on the right there. We have Niet and Niet. Because it's Russian. Yeah, we get those Goodyear mud tires on. The Goodyear spankers. Mud spankers.
Now, how's the truck running with those tires?
Good. I mean, I'm not going real fast, but I'm also in low gear because I was too cheap to buy the transmission. But it's fine.
I don't mind buying permanent upgrades for trucks. I just don't like doing we had to buy the tires. I didn't like that.
Yeah, having to buy mud tires halfway through the list of tires that we really could use.
Yeah, I don't really like doing that, but we had no choice. Yeah, you want to be real careful. Is it good? You're over. All right, I'll be right there.
I couldn't see because it was dark. And then I noticed, like, oh no, my back tires are off the bridge. I tried to grab something, but it wasn't. Of course, the grab thing grabs the most, the nearest crappy tree is.
I usually go through the
I mean, if I would have been over a couple inches, but I just wasn't. It was dark. I couldn't tell. Yeah. And then as soon as I noticed, I tried to get over, but it was already too late. I was starting over. I tried to grab. I did. Well, while we're waiting for Micah, I'm going to take a wee break. Obviously, we're at a breaking point, so I'll be back.
A breaking point. Maybe.
I feel like I'm about to be saved.
Boat just might get stuck. Who knows? No.
Should I get out?
Yeah, you should get out if you're in it.
Let me, hang on, I gotta find my other truck. Hold on. There we go. Okay.
Okay, you're up.
Wait, how
You're back over.
That was it?
All right, go ahead. Get back in it and let's see if the truck tips over again. Now just...
Come on, go. Thank you, Micah.
No worries.
I'm still pretty stuck, but...
All right, just keep yourself from flipping.
Yeah, I'm going to go this way. There we go.
There you go. That's the way I usually go on this bridge. Now, just so you know, we're going to have to deliver a bunch of supplies to the right.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Up that road, yeah. That's where we got to go.
Lovely. Maybe if we could order some sunlight.
Okay, go to the map real quick for me.
Yeah.
Straight down this road, straight ahead of your truck, there's a road that goes off to the right with some rocks. Those little rocks.
Wait, say that again?
Okay, on the road you're on, straight ahead, there's a road that goes off to the right, goes up.
With some rocks?
Right?
Yep.
You see those rocks in the middle? You're gonna need to go just north of those rocks to scan. That's your waypoint.
Roger that.
And then I'll just follow you.
The Jeep is one of the DLCs. So it's not one of the included DLCs with the season pass. It is a kind of how like they had the Apache and some of those other trucks. It is a
I wish you could see my screen.
DLC truck. Why is that? Like how
All
much I'm
those, you know
tipping?
those little vibrator things that are on the side of the truck? They're all like wonky and sticking out and stuff in weird angles.
No, we don't. Supposedly, people get angry when we use the waypoints because it's not really hardcore enough. So yeah, the Jeep pack is available for $4.99. I'm not sure. It depends on what system you're on. I got it through Epic, so it's in the Epic store. But they are an add-on, just like or the 49X. Like there's several additional trucks that you can buy. Maybe $20 total for all of them. This road sucks.
Like God gave you a winch.
Oops. That's weird. I just like hooked onto something. That was bizarre.
There's roots all over the place, man.
They're grabbing me. They're literally like, why is my truck like bent? Oh, good Lord. Can you grab something that's not going to break? 27 months of love. Hi, sweetheart. How was your nap? What the frick is going on? Wow, did you see that? It's a lot of fun. It can also be frustrating. I know at times Snowrunner can be pretty frustrating, but it is a lot of fun.
Go to the right.
Go to the right.
Yeah. Ooh. There you go.
What is that sound? Because we're getting
Now
close.
that's telling you it's getting close. You look at the numbers in your screen.
My truck is something's wrong with my truck. It's like warped.
It is.
Like this. It's twist. Like my frame got twisted.
Like your twisted sisters.
It was nappish.
I'm just gonna stay here until you need me.
Well, the way is my truck really bent? I think the whole truck is bent.
See, this is what I mean. Maybe I should start streaming too. That way you could always just look.
Yeah. I think people would probably love that, but
Are you stuck?
no.
Okay.
Maybe.
It's okay. I mean, you don't have the race suspension yet, so it's gonna be that way.
Why you gotta be that way? Well, then go pee. My God. When I yeeted off the bridge? Yeah, probably. Well, she's pregnant, you know, so pregnant women always have to pee all the time. I think this road's not going to work for me, Micah. I'll try this one here. Boy, that beeping is kind of annoying. Get it done quick. I really did, Brett. I bent the frame of the Tyga. That's horrible. It would have worked if my frame was... Oh, great. Now I got a rock underneath. Duh. 38.5, 38.6. Okay, I'm driving away from it now. Hang on.
Right, you're going the wrong direction.
37, 36, 35, 33, 31, 29, 27, 25, 23.
I think you need to get below 10. Oh, there you go.
0.2. Is that it?
Yeah.
So then what do I do?
Push up on your D-pad. Or, yeah.
I did.
Get the, there you go.
Remove cargo?
No.
Do what?
I'm waiting to see what it says on your screen. There's got to be an option to... You might have to get flat. You might have to find a flat spot. Yeah, you got to get flat. There you go, now try it. Did it show up?
No, there's nothing on the...
Then you got to get flatter. Pull forward some more. There you go. Try that. Oh, that's not going to work. You need to be flat.
It's hard to tell if I'm flat because my truck is...
There you go. So, try it. Did that work?
No.
There you go. Start. It says start vibration.
Oh.
You had it for a second. It's right in the middle of your screen.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
My poor truck.
Okay, so the next areas, okay. Okay, so you see where it says fallen bricks, bottom, the very bottom of the map?
Drown bricks?
Fallen bricks.
Fallen bricks.
Should be bottom right of the map.
Bottom.
We're in the very north,
Yes.
top of the map. It should be the bottom right.
Yes.
Okay, fallen bricks. That there's a spot down there, and then there's a spot. Okay, you see where it says the ruined warehouse all the way left
Yes.
by the gateway?
Yes.
You see that? Okay, you see that muddy valley that goes up? That goes towards the north from that gateway where the ruined
Yes.
houses are?
Yes.
Okay. Almost all the way up into that valley, right by the last lake to the right, the last water park to the right, there's a spot right in that area. So those are the two spots we got to go.
Yuck.
So my suggestion would be
Get the truck
let's
fixed.
go down to the fuel station, fuel up both trucks. I'll go get the scout trailer, and
Yeah, but I'm not damaged. That's the problem.
right, but you're gonna need fuel.
I'm wondering, should we go back to the base and I can go in the garage and come back out again because my frame is twisted. And that's
If you want to do that, that's fine.
That's making life very difficult right now because the truck wants to just tip all the time.
Okay. Now, if you want, just go to the right of me. We'll try this way.
Oh. I don't think I've only once on Simone's game, I bent her twin steer. Like I twisted the twin steer. Ever since then, I've never had that happen on any trucks. So.
Oh, you're not coming this way?
Hey, D-Web. I don't know. I'm kind of just trying to get back onto the main road. But yeah, this is going the wrong way. But it seems a little easier because it's a little more open. All right, Fallen. Have a good night. If I'm not back on. By the way, wife, I need you to figure out what do you want to do about dinner? And if it's Dairy Queen, then I got to get going sooner than later because they probably close at 9. which means even now I probably am not going to make it. So if you want to look at Chipotle and see what time they're open till, maybe we could do that. I'll let you decide, but yeah, that's true. The bridge was a little glitchy. I don't even see the Flurkin road that I'm supposed to be driving on. I went the wrong way. This is just getting worse. This truck is like really stuck on everything. Okay, see what time it's open till then, babe, because if that's the case, I gotta go. You'll have to take over. Oh, we'll see, Big Hunts. You said that. You said hours ago. Yes, I know, but I'm saying, like, if you want Dairy Queen, let me know. Find out what time they're open till, please. You're not getting what I'm asking. Find out what time they're open till. If they're open till 10, that's not a big deal. Can you tell me what time they're open till? You're not getting what I'm asking. I need to know what time they're open till.
I have to change my feeding habits because you forgot
she's
to
arguing
feed
about
me.
it. I don't want to argue about it. Tell me what time they're open till. God almighty. It's like extracting teeth.
I'd be like, fine, just eat some cereal.
I'm stuck, Micah. Bad. I'm in the soup.
Okay.
Yes, I've... What time are they open till?
Are they out of Medina?
Yes. Some of them close at 10, some of them close at 9. That's why I need to know. Oh, for the one in Medina. Which one? On Route 3 or on North Court? Because there's two of them. The one on North Court probably closed a long time ago. It never... Oh, good Lord. I think we might have to leave it there, Mr. Micah. Why don't you come over here by me, and then if it does close at 9, then I need to go now, because otherwise I ain't going to make it.
If you want to go, I can try to get the truck back to the garage.
See, Northland Drive, Medina. Hang on, let me see real quick. Give me 1 second, folks.
This is a horrible road.
Well, you need to find out what time Chipotle closes. Oh, Lord.
These stupid roots.
Okay, the one on Northland Drive. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, why do you keep swearing? And why is that not blocked? Okay, so
Why is that not?
yeah, Northland. If Northland Drive is open till 10, that Red Alpha said 10 o'clock, so they're open till 10, babe. So pick whatever you want. If you want Dairy Queen, we can do Dairy Queen, and then I'll stream for another half an hour or so, and then we'll go. I'd rather have Chipotle than Dairy Queen, personally, but I don't know. Violet's not a big fan of Chipotle, I don't think. Yeah. Whoa! Wow!
I know.
You want to get down underneath me, maybe? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa!
It's a beast, man. It's a beast. You can't knock it. What are you doing down in there? Are you insane?
Yes. Oh, thank God you're here. All right, then let's do Chipotle. Find out what Violet wants and send me the things, and I'll go. Well, just make it. Just order it. Yeah, and then I'll go get it.
You're going to flip me over.
I'm trying to push you back the right side up. There. There you go.
I don't need help.
I need nothing. All right, we need to go back because I'm running out of fuel. I
way you
should be
going?
able to make it back back home.
Okay. Make sure you stay to the right into the grass.
Yeah.
It's a little bit easier to get through than trying to stay on the mud. At least for me, it is. This section here is not bad.
Hi, puppies. Puppies are cuddly. Puppies are cute. My puppies like to play in the snow. Arg, I'm tipping. Well, if they're both open, I could go to Chipotle and get food and then get the very expensive ice cream from Dairy Queen. To be honest with you, I'm not really in the mood for Dairy Queen because I don't know, I'm kind of fast fooded out. But ice cream sounds good, always. Mr. Micah, you said to stay in the grass, and it's this truck. Something is massively wrong with this truck right now.
I think it's the driver.
No, it's like really acting weird. Like I am getting zero traction. It's just flopping over the whole time. I can't get it to go anywhere. Is the road really that bad?
Yeah.
Like it looks like the road is that bad, but is it just because my truck
Now
is
it's getting better right here, but that one spot back there was just really bad.
okay? So I'm like, I'm gonna run out. Actually, I'm not gonna. Oh, did you fill me up?
Yeah, I give you.
Thank
some
you,
fuel.
sir. I like the turtle pecan cluster. Turtle pecan cluster. Blizzard. That's what I get.
Now don't go over the bridge. Go to the right.
Go to the, I'm going over the bridge. I know they need to go out, but I can't because I'm driving right now. So if you want to let them out, you're welcome to come down and let them out instead of ordering things from the bedroom. I'm not pressing forward, and yet the truck is still continuing on forward. I'll let them out in a sec. Just let me get over this bridge. I want to prove to Micah that I can do it. Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. Okay, maybe not. This is a really bad idea. Oh, wow. Oh, man, the truck was trying so hard to go off the bridge. Let me let the dogs out. Hold on, guys. All right, all right, all right. I'll let you out. See if I care. Going out in the snow. Who locked the frickin' door? Oh, all right, go on out. Go. 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 Oh, they're so happy. They love snow. My dogs love snow. Who let the dogs out? Woof.
Woo, woo, woo.
See, now I like the peanut butter parfait. That's one of my favorites. Haven't had that in years. Used to get that as a kid all the time.
Yeehaw! Yeehaw!
Are you allergic to peanuts, D-Web? No, I'll go get it. No. I'm not spending $30, $50 to have somebody drive it to my house. That's absolutely ridiculous.
That's horrible.
No. If it was like $5, sure, but it never is. It ends up tripling the cost. I don't know how they figure this stuff. I don't know how they figure it out, but it never works out right. It's just a
didn't do that, did
texture
you?
thing. No,
Oh,
you're.
that's hilarious.
What did I flip you?
Yeah, you flung me all over the place. That's hilarious.
Babs, how old are you? Am I going the right way?
Yep.
I mean, the internet's been okay. When I first started streaming, it did some weird stuff, but then it's been back to normal. Good Lord, look at how bent that is. I think I'm going to have to take the frame off and then put it back on again, and hopefully it'll straighten out.
You have enough money to purchase a crane and a flatbed for it?
No. Why do I need that?
You're gonna need it, yeah.
Why?
Because we're gonna do some deliveries.
Oh, well, not yet, though. Yeah, I should when we have time, when we do it.
Okay. Whoa.
The trailer's already halfway empty.
I know we might have to just fuel it up just to sell it.
Like to finish the mission, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, the internet crashed a little bit at the beginning, but now it's been fine. What do you mean by ERM? What do you mean ERM? Okay, that straightened it out. Just need to go into the garage and come back out again. Oh, gotta let the dogs in. Yeah, we were talking about internet earlier. I finally got mine up to... I don't think we'll ever have gigabyte, but our internet right now is 600 down and like 5 up, so which is the problem. We need better up. I need better uppage. All right, Micah, lead the way.
You want to head south first?
Yeah, I might as well. Try to make a big ring. A big ring.
Lost trailer. Ooh, maybe we could get the lost trailer on the way.
No.
You suck. Oh, sorry.
Maybe.
You gotta go to the right.
What? We're going to the right?
Or the left, I'm sorry.
Left. Okay, I'll follow you.
Well, I'm not as fast as you, so just head for the lost, the bottom corner there. Is it Lost Bricks or something like that?
Okay. Why? Are you going somewhere else?
No, you're just a lot faster than me.
Am I?
Yeah.
Ah. Have you been enjoying ATS? I love ATS. I was playing ATS last night. Going through the mountains of Idaho and then into Wyoming, and man, was that beautiful. I forced my route through heading towards Yellowstone to Sheridan, so I went all along the northern route, like Route 20, and man, was that pretty. You passed the Grand Tetons, I was coming from Sandpoint, I think. Anyway, it was a nice route. Whoa! Boing, boing.
You should see the cab view.
Yeah, your truck looks a little out of control. How are you liking the Loaf as opposed to the Scout 2, though?
What Scout? Oh, the Scout?
The Scout, yeah.
Oh, this thing's a lot better. I mean, like, you just seen how I was just getting thrown around all over the place, and I still stayed on my wheels.
Yeah, you didn't flip over. That doesn't look like quite the right way to go, Micah. I think you missed the bridge.
The bridge is a trap.
It's a trap. Why is it a trap?
You'll find out.
It's a trap. It's
Oh, did you get stuck?
I've been across this bridge before, but not with a semi. I've only been across it with the little trucks. Or the trucks with really big wheels. Some trucks add-ons 4 states. There you go. You're too far. If that stupid tree wouldn't have broken.
Well, the trick is you can't pull. You pull those trees until they bend a little bit, and then you let go. Let the tree stand back up again, and then do another little pull. And that way you don't break them off.
Trixie. Hey, so we'll do one more point, and then I should probably start the dinner truck, because by that time it'll be 9 o'clock, and just a harmless little bridge. Harmless.
I'm going.
That truck looks so weird.
If I didn't have to stop and save you, I could have been up this way a lot farther.
Half the time the wheels look like they're not even turning.
Oh, on my loaf.
The loofah.
Oh, the same thing was on your truck here.
It must be just.
You might as well grab this loaf on your way by, and just keep dragging them towards the, dragging them down, because we got to drag them down anyway.
Don't pull me down. Don't pull me down. Bruce. I can't hit those notes tonight. Don't drag me down. I've got a loaf of bread on my bumper. Do, 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 do. I'm gonna drag it all the way to the store.
This is what I can't remember. If I got to go straight or if I got to go... No, we go straight south. Right. Wait, where does the loaf go?
Is that the
Oh, you didn't grab
electrical?
'em.
Is that the Electric Light Orchestra?
Let's see.
Yellow.
Yeah, keep bringing the loaf south.
Which I don't know what that means.
Straight
Which,
ahead.
straight ahead?
Yep. Keep taking them straight. Yep. We'll take them to the sawmill.
That's right. Ballsy.
It's funny when you're driving this thing, you feel like you're riding a horse.
It looks like it's galloping across the ground too. It's like boing, boing, boing. Spends more time in the air than on the ground.
Just call me Bella.
Good girl. I think this this loaf is dragging me down.
Well, this road up here, once you get past that intersection, you'll be fine. Just go off into the grass a little bit. It might be better.
Not really. I've been off in the grass for a while. It's about the same.
Well, if you want to leave it, just leave it.
Eh. Poor little loaf. I mean, it's not much more than a frame. The wheels are like folded up inside of it.
Oh.
You and your stupid cousin.
Jim, look at this thing. I flipped over my side and was able to get right back on its wheels again.
These guys knew how you felt. Oh. The thing's fine when I'm on solid ground, but when I get in the mud, it's like a boat anchor. I'm leaving them. So long. You can rot in the mud till we get our Tatra, and come back for you. We're getting close to the southern point. Do you know where you're leading me?
I'm just following the road.
Okay. But that does take us there.
Yeah, we gotta have to go left here sooner or later.
I touched you. I want my Tatra. Bathroom break. Are you winching me?
Yeah. I'm not. It's not like I'm still driving, but it shouldn't be too bad.
Crunch.
Boing.
Boing. Zoop. Don't tear me down. No, 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 no. Don't bring me down, Bruce. What a weird band that was. Now that I think about Electric Light Orchestra, they were weird. They were weird.
Okay, so you're gonna want to take a left and go up on the hill, up there in the hills there.
Like more left up top here.
Yeah, up on the hill there. Just watch the numbers on the top right side of your screen. Somewhere up here.
Somewhere up there,
here.
upon this giant hill, I'll find the geological exploration spot and run this really cool machine. Soich! Thump! That went much smoother than the last one. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this stream. Micah, did you have fun?
Yeah, I refilled you too.
Oh, thank you. Oh, touch me. Need some fuel. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this as Micah and I did our exploration. Now, Micah, you are probably going to end up back in the garage, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
But I guess that's okay.
No, this truck's going to have to go to the west side of the map, so it's not too bad to be left it here. As long as you're full on fuel, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
You're full? Okay.
Yep.
Then I'm going to log out real quick.
Yep. Everybody have a great night. Be sure to subscribe, and we will see you guys tomorrow night for our multiplayer farm. As long as everything goes to plan, see you then.